Today we had a lot of live recordings, and here is one from David Malkin and John Armbruster on the 43 LE. Enjoy.
Okay, so this new boat, I'll leave that alone. This new boat is the same running surface as our 43 LS, and it's going to be a really great segue from our open series products to an outboard product that is a cabin boat. It's 22,000 pounds. It's got a 13-foot beam. It's going to be a 55 to 60 mile an hour boat, depending on whether you get the Yamahas or the 450 Mercuries. It's going to have a pedestal berth forward, so that cool, nice layout. And then the cabin will actually have a private aft stateroom that's almost the same size as the 39 coupe is today. So you'll have a private room to be able to go into. You'll have a sleeping for 2 adults, and then a child could sleep on the little bench that's on the port side over there. The other thing that we made sure that we did was we made sure that we had the head compartment, unlike the LS models, has a separate shower, and that the head isn't in the shower. So those are some of the cabin features that we'll have. Of course, we'll have a TV. I think there's a microwave that'll be in the cabin. And then the other part of the boat is moved aft. Just like when we went from the Sovereigns to the coupe, we went from the galley being down to the galley being up and in the back of the salon. Now we're taking the galleys and putting them outside, because that's why you're on your boat, is to enjoy the outside. So the galley is, if you look at the layout there, is in between the helm seats, which are 2 double seats for 4 people. So 4 people facing forward when you're running, which I think people will really like to have, 2 couples to be able to run and be able to converse while they're up there. The galleys behind the helm seats will have refrigeration and a freezer, a microwave, not a microwave, but a grill, so that you'll be able to have all your amenities there behind that. And then you'll have 2 aft-facing seats. One will be storage, and the other one will be a freezer box. So it'll be a refrigerator freezer that you can dial whatever the temperature you want into that. And then, like we've done on the 43 LS and the 38 LS, that aft seat will be it'll be a new seat that's unique. It won't be the same as the one that's in the 43 and the 39 or 38. It'll swivel and turn around and face aft. And then you'll have the table there that'll turn with the seat. And as that seat turns, it moves forward too. So that'll give you a bigger area in the back of the boat when you're just sitting at a sandbar or something.
So this boat we're really excited. We've been seeing the little bits and pieces of it come together as the development process wound its way through. But to now see it starting to really take shape is pretty exciting. It's going to have all of the kind of day boating fun of the LS series with some nice accommodation. So fantastic combination.
Well, one of the other big things is that the port side of the boat is a terrace. So that port side of the boat, from that aft-facing seat back, will actually fold over into the, on the side, so that you get even more room to use in the boat, and then a place for, a bigger platform for people to hang out. The seat itself in the back will be electrically, or not electrically actuated, but the mechanism to turn it will lock in place electrically instead of mechanically. So instead of pulling a cable, you actually push a button, the fixture will lift up, it'll move around, and it'll have a place where it'll move around part of the way around and then all the way facing aft. So it'll be unique there. And then, of course, you got a side door just like you do on the 43 LS. So on the starboard side, there's a side door entry into the boat from a floating dock.
So within that whole deck that will fold down, there's also a side door integrated right into that. So you get the best of both worlds.
You don't get the side door in the terrace. You get it on the starboard side. So there's a
the terrace is on the port side.
Port side, correct.
I missed that.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Sorry.
Fantastic. All right. Well, that's another kind of interesting place that Tiara is taking this boat. You're starting to see that kind of side deck feature coming out on a lot of boats in the market these days that are oriented towards, really enjoying time out on the water, and just makes getting on and off the boat and enjoying water activities as a function of the boat pretty exciting.
Yeah, and the other thing that we really have been working on are enclosures. Nobody likes canvas anymore, so we're in the midst of a development of an enclosure that's unique to the industry. That'll be a really cool innovation, and that's some of the things that we've always been known for, is really cool innovations like integrating the hard top and the windshield being fiberglass. This new enclosure will be a cool innovation that nobody else has. So that'll be something interesting that you guys will get to experience here pretty soon. But again, I would say that our biggest thing is being American made, privately held, family owned, debt free, and continuing to come out with new products that the market is asking for, and having the ability to be able to take care of the dealer, give you guys the service that you deserve, and also help you and help the customers by giving them the service that they deserve. And we want to focus on making sure that they're enjoying they spend a lot of money with us, and we want to make sure that they're enjoying their boat when they buy it from us.
Well, that's a great motto to live by as far as a boat manufacturer. And as the dealer in the middle of that transaction, we can definitely say that they don't just talk the talk. Tiara walks the walk in that regard. So it looks like we've got a question. I think Lauren popped that up, having to do with head height in that mid-berth cabin.
I think it's about 32 inches. It's the head height above the mattress is the same as it is in a 39 coupe. Now the head height walking into it, I don't have that exact measurement, but Brett, I'll get that for you, and either I or Sue will send you a note on what that is. We're not sure that we'll have that new enclosure on the hull number 1, but definitely we're planning to have it for hull number 2. So that should be for Fort Lauderdale.
And I guess that was the other question about that is when are we going to see hull number 1?
Okay, well, so I don't think any of us are really sure about exactly what all that's going to be, but what we've discussed at the plant is some kind of unique way that by the time our dealer meeting would have come, that we're not sure that we're going to have a dealer meeting, and if we do, it will be different than it's ever been. So something unique where we can bring dealers in individually or just a couple of people at a time, and then allow them to see the new product, talk about what we're doing, what we're planning for the year, and then also be able to bring some customers in that are interested in the new product so they can see it individually instead of having like a big VIP like we normally do in August. We're going to have to do it different. And then we're not even sure about Fort Lauderdale. We hope that, we're past all this by Fort Lauderdale. If we're not, then we're going to figure out how we're going to be able to show the customers and get the customers their opportunity to be, to get on the boat and see the new boat, and, they can come visit you guys to see the other product, but the new product, we need to be able to have that available for customers to see, for sure.
Excellent. All right. Well, I think we're just about kind of coming up on our half an hour of chat. Lauren, is that am I correct in that regard?
Yeah, perfect.
I think so. Okay. So I guess with that said, John, I will thank you very much for giving us your time this morning and sharing some insights with everybody about Tiara and some of the new product that's coming online. And I personally am signing off and look forward to chatting with all of you later this afternoon. I don't recall the exact time to review the 39 Open that we have in stock, which I think is one of the most beautiful boats that we've ever brought in from Tiara. So in any case, with that said, I'll sign off and everybody have a nice afternoon.
Thank you, John.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank you
John.
for having me.